So, many hours later, Dr. Wasted Duckling, MD, wakes up, and he looks around him. There's a bunch of grey walls, bars, primarily is what he notices. Carrying a weapon in an airport, maybe? Resisting arrest?
Just throw me right in
through
prison.
Weird gestures?
So...
Well, I suppose you'd still be, because, you know, I asked where you were, and you didn't reply, and I just assumed Gene Wilder's, like, passed out in some bar.
What's left in my inventory?
Hiccups. What you have left, you've got prison overalls, and a chocolate bar. You're gonna have to MacGyver your way out of this one.
Is there a toilet in the cell?
We're being dominated.
Yes.
Go on the other.
Does that have toilet paper?
Let's see where this is going. Yeah, there's a couple rolls.
Okay.
Some of them
Here's my
some of the
plan.
rolls have shit on them because your prison roommate, who is a very, very fat, disgusting elf, who usually sleeps most of the day, doesn't really know how to put them down the toilet.
Losing Charlie.
So there's bits of shitty toilet paper lying everywhere.
Bravo.
Okay, I have an idea. I use...
Okay.
I get the chocolate bar.
Be locked down.
Yep.
I melt it
Listening.
down, and spread it all over the toilet.
With what?
With
What do you
my-
melt it down with?
With my friction of my hands. I rub it.
So you've got like chocolate everywhere, all over your hands.
And I
All over
spread
the
it on the
paper.
toilet paper.
Break off that pie.
Yeah.
And
We lost Bravo.
then I use my summon Skittles ability.
Okay, right. Let's roll for that.
Hostile.
I'm not going to say it's wisdom or intelligence. I'm going to make up a new attribute. It's called ridiculous. So, let's say you have a pretty high nonsense skill of about 5, and strength. So, I'll give you a dice pool of about 6. I feel like, right, 8. All right, roll 8 times. See what happens. 4, 6, 6 again. 1, 1, 4, 1.
Target check.
5. You're not able to summon that many Skittles, but there's a pile of Skittles on the floor around you,
Okay.
kind of rolling around the prison floor.
So I get the
So, well done
how
on
cold,
that.
How cold is it?
Fairly cold. Yeah.
Okay,
It's not like there's no heating around you.
so by that logic the Skittles would be quite cold and therefore hard. So I put the Skittles onto
Yes.
the molten chocolate toilet paper thing and wait for that to freeze.
It's not exactly cold enough to
Well,
freeze.
no, wait for the
It's
chocolate.
not like...
Wait for the chocolate to freeze.
Transitioning.
Alright, so like harden again.
Yeah.
Okay, about an hour or so passes by. Your roommate gets up, the fat elf, and tries to talk to you. John, could you just type what you want the fat elf to say? I feel like we should give him a name. Fuckface. Fuckface talks. Is that enough to sober? No. No, you're a fat elf, dude. You're not Gene Wilder. Though Gene Wilder is a fat elf, but...
Stitch him up.
Is that like a dude?
Shut up.
Okay, what do you want to reply to this, manager?
Say
Dr.
nothing.
Wasted Duckling,
Say
MD.
nothing.
He says nothing, and what do you do then? And I'm assuming that's a free action.
We're being dominated. Go on the other. Securing Bravo.
So you're not replying to that, what else are you going to do?
Securing Charlie.
I'm going to sit. I'm going to meditate. What does that do?
Hang on.
Timeline.
I'm pretty sure that's just a pastime, to be honest, or replenish your essence. So yeah, you've got more essence back after you do a short meditation, which means you can do magical shit.
I can summon more Skittles.
I'm playing very fucking roughly here. Yeah, you can summon more Skittles.
Can I do that?
You have to roll for that, though. Okay. And roll for that. 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 5, 5, 3. Okay. For some reason, not many Skittles are summoned. You get like 10 Skittles fall to the floor from the astral plane.
Okay.
Halftime.
So I throw them in a general direction, and that distracts. Well, that might distract the elf
I'll roll
because he's
for that
fat
again.
and he wants.
Securing A.
Okay, I'll roll for that. See if he gets distracted enough. 5,
Sticky out! Hostiles!
2, 6, 6, 6. Alright, okay.
Strike coordinates received. Inbound.
The fat elf is so excited by the sight of these Skittles that he gets up immediately from his bed, charges at the Skittles, and runs face first into a wall.
What does this incapacitate him in any way?
Securing Bravo.
He's very shaken up by the whole incident. He's just kind of on the floor, curled up into a pudgy ball, holding his head, and grouching, really, just sort of groaning in pain. Not really realizing that he kind of just missed the Skittles completely and hit a wall.
Securing B.
You do anything afterward?
Inbound.
So now that I'm nice and I'm alone now. I take my Skittle, my nice long Skittle toilet paper
Sniper stand, move up.
Okay.
I wrap
Guys on enemy.
it around one of the bars,
Okay.
and then I begin rubbing it up and down vigorously.
What are you trying to do here?
I'm trying to use the friction of the cold hard Skittles stuck onto the toilet paper to
Right.
rub away the bar.
Fucking serious?
Yes.
Okay, right. A few minutes pass by. I'm not even gonna roll for that. A few minutes pass by. A guard, a kind of tall, lanky human person, kind of walks over to you, speaks in a gruff voice, just asks you what the fuck you're doing. I mean, shit on the bars.
How wide are the
Stop
bars?
doing that. Not wide enough for you to slip out, obviously, but they're not particularly cramped.
Can I fit my arm out of it?
Yeah.
Okay. So, how close is the guard?
He's about a foot away from the bars.
So I stick my arm out and grab the guard's head and smash it against the bar.
Okay. Let's roll for that.
Several times.
Strength. Fucking hell. Right, okay. This is your main action. 4, 1 is already not looking good for you. 3, 6, 6. Okay, you hit him successfully a couple times. He seems kind of dazed for a moment, but he quickly sort of gains control of the situation. He pulls out a baton and hits you over the head with it, and you fall back onto the floor.
I'm out.
Losing Bravo.
How have the bars? How is the bar friction been?
Well, the bars are covered in chocolate, melted chocolate and Skittles are stuck to the chocolate, which is attached to the bar. Which the fat elf immediately starts eating, by the way.
Losing Alpha.
Mm-hmm.
All flags secured. Maintain current posture.
What, did the guard just walk away?
Yeah.
Mission clock.
He's just kind of watching you. He's sitting at a desk nearby, watching you, holding his head.
Shot out.
Okay. Can I kick the elf in the balls?
Securing Alpha.
Like from behind?
Alright, we'll roll for that. 2,
Lightning strike.
1, 6, 3, 4. You end up missing completely, kicking in a gap between the bars and getting your leg jammed stuck in between two bars.
I call for the guard.
You failed to accomplish the mission profile. Stand down.
Okay. The guard walks over, starts sort of chuckling at you, and he asks what you want. He does raise his middle finger and calls you a cunt.
I tell him that I don't quite appreciate his tone.
He just kind of glares at you for a moment and then walks back to the desk.
And then I say, hey, I have rights. I'm a human too. Well, I'm not. I'm a dwarf.
He replies with, "No, you're not. You're a filthy dwarf. Shut up."
I call racism.
He ignores you. He picks up a newspaper and reads it
Can
quietly,
I explore the
ignoring.
room?
Well, there isn't really much there. There's another window, but it is barred in much the similar way to the door. There's a fat elf licking chocolate and Skittles off a bar. There's a couple hammocks. Is that the right term?
Sure.
It's close enough. And there's a toilet, which has got a bunch of shitty toilet paper stuck to it.
Can I summon more Skittles?
You can. No, you. Yeah, okay. We'll try.
Securing A.
1,
Enemy
1,
has C.
5,
Domination.
6, 6.
Capture the objective.
A large handful of Skittles fall in front of you from the astral
Securing Bravo.
plane. They all seem to be red for some reason.
I feed it
Securing Bravo.
by hand to the fat elf.
The fat elf is kind of annoyed at you first for feeding him by hand, but he doesn't care because he's a fat elf and he just starts eating them.
Can I repeat
See
this
what you're getting at
process?
with, but
Enemy has Bravo.
if
We're winning this.
yeah, let's just assume you keep doing
100
this.
times,
UAV on
Okay, right.
just to save us.
Okay, by the end of it,
Down.
the fat elf is looking very sickly,
Shot out.
kind of green tone colored. Doesn't look too good. He's lying down in the hammock, holding his stomach, kind of. He's generally feeling quite sick.
We're being dominated. Take those.
The guard at this point has left the room because he just got tired of watching you feed this elf Skittles.
We've lost the.
I force my finger. Well, no, wait. I encourage the elf to come and stand up over the bars.
Oh, wait, over the bars. What do you mean?
Yeah, like just near them, just facing the bars.
Oh, okay, okay. So sort of wave your hand at him. He kind of looks at you very sickly and rolls off his hammock and falls onto the floor. Doesn't move.
I try and lift him over to the bars.
Well, we'll roll for that. 2, 4, 5, 1, 4. You drag him about 2 inches and then stop because you realize his massive weight is not getting you anywhere.
Drone inbound.
Gene Wilder is still wasted in some pub, yeah.
Can I ask one of the guards to try and lift him over to the box? Tell him he's sick.
Okay, you wait a while. The entire time the elf is still on the floor, kind of just basically unconscious. You talk to a different guard who is an orc, kind of short for an orc.
Is that Star
And he
Wars
flies.
reference?
But I'm just gonna be thinking of that now.
Is my dwarf wearing like
He
Toga.
he reaches in, kind of grabs his arms and kind of pulls him over slowly. It takes a while. This is one fat elf. Takes a while, but he gets there, and he's just in front of the bars now, laying face down on the ground.
okay? Does the guard go away?
The guard walks over to the desk, sits down, and starts listening to his music loudly through his comm link.
Okay. So I pull the elf's
Like how
head
this is
up.
what a lieutenant of the Yakuza has been reduced to. Very simply trying to get to like Detroit.
I pull the elf's head upwards. And
Sorry, what? You pull the elf's head upwards.
yeah, so it's facing the bars.
Okay. Yep.
And I force my finger down his throat
Okay.
to try and make him throw up.
I'm gonna have to roll for that. Fucking hell. Hang on 1 minute.
Strike coordinates received inbound.
My intention for this is that
2,
the acid from the Skittles
5.
and his stomach would melt the bars.
Fucking hell. 6, 3, 1. Okay.
Friendly lightning strike inbound.
He does throw up. He throws up very loudly. The guard kind of looks over in disgust and kind of just shakes his head, thinking, "I'm not cleaning that up." The vomit is all over the bottom end of 2 bars.
Halftime.
What happens?
Domination. Secure the objective.
I don't know. You have to wait for fucking acids to react.
I'll
I don't even.
meditate.
Okay,
We're winning this
meditate,
fight.
regains essence, more skittle powers and whatnot.
MQ-27
Well, I would assume
deployed.
Dr. Wasted Duckling MD pulled out his hand
Killer drone inbound.
before.
Securing Bravo.
So, many hours pass, almost a day. At this point, you just assume the elf to be dead.
We just got nuked.
He's just kind of been there.
Strike coordinates received.
The elf has just kind of been drowned in his pile of his own vomit. You see at the very, very bottom of the bars where they touch the ground that there are a few holes in it. It seems to have weakened. It's been burned by something.
Losing Charlie. Securing A.
Gene Wilder is still passed out, probably
Securing Bravo.
getting gang raped in the dingy bar.
No, it's a bar, John.
It's a dingy bar in the Wonka factory. So, would you like to do anything now that you've noticed the kind of weakening in the bars?
Can I summon more
The
Skittles?
very faint weakening.
Hostile hunter-killer drone in.
Alright, we'll roll for that. 2, 1, 6, 2, 1. A very small number of Skittles fall into your lap from the astral plane. How many? I would say about 6 or so.
So, one Skittle at a time with my index finger, I rub at the bar. The weakened points in the bar.
Jesus Christ. Okay, roll for that. 6. 6, 5, fucking hell. 4, 2, after
Do you
about
not want
3
this?
Skittles, after about 3 Skittles, you hear a very loud crack. You see about an inch of the bar from the floor up has just ripped off completely and falls into the cell.
Okay. An inch.
About an inch, yeah.
Do I have any other abilities?
I'll check.
He's gone. Threat down.
Is there anything you'd like to make up?
Jail-free
You're retarded. What class are you? Street Samurai?
card. Dwarven Yakuza samurai thing.
Street Samurai. Okay, hang on. Let's refer to the big one.
Hellstorm missile inbound. Securing Alpha.
Here we are.
Losing Bravo.
High pain tolerance. Addiction, mild. Stimulants. Incompetent in hacking. Allergy, mild.
Allergy to what?
Gear.
Securing Alpha.
Just gold apparently.
An allergy to gold. I'm a dwarf.
You have contacts in a street doctor and a fixer. Augmentations. You have wired reflexes, which means you can react very fucking quickly.
Check your timeline.
Cyber eyes, which, you know, just kind of helps you run around the internet, the matrix, very quickly. Just kind of easily. Low light vision. Enhanced strength. Shock in the hand, which means you've got like a taser hand. Like you've got like a metal hand that when you activate you can taser somebody.
Uh-huh.
Hostile UAV above.
That's all really listed. You don't really have that many powers aside from the one you made up for yourself. Street Samurai mainly are based on cyber technology.
He's gone.
Can I use my advanced strength and
Never a
powers
doubt. Good job.
to try and bend the bars?
Enhanced strength.
The broken
Okay.
ones.
We'll roll for that. The broken ones, yeah. I would assume. 1, 1, 2, 4, 2, 5. They bend ever so slightly, but they don't break.
Can I meditate now?
You can meditate. Oh, if you're going to use enhanced strength again, it doesn't matter. It's a cyber enhancement. It's not like magic related.
Oh, then I'll just use the same thing again. Just keep doing that until it works.
3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 2. Right. They bend more, so this time slightly breaking a bit. Vomit falling out of the pipes.
John.
Valve is like no one. He didn't lift his head up when he vomited, so he's just kind of yeah.
We'll have to make another character.
That's what I
for you,
think.
John.
I'm the DM. Question me.